You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. In the news, if Fubara comes, he's not going to clear it. That's our sad reality. We are not fighting for him. Who said this? Nwala, legal practitioner, Chita Mwala, has said that the political issues in Rivers State go beyond Governor Sim Fubara. Speaking during an interview on China's television about the upcoming local government election, Nwala explained that the fight in Rivers is about the future of the state, not about defending any individual. According to him, many people wrongly think the ongoing crisis is centered on Governor Fubara. According to him, many people wrongly think the ongoing crisis is centered on Governor Fubara or his political rival, former governor and now FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. He stressed that neither of them represent the whole of Rivers State. Everything that's being done in Rivers State is not being done for Fubara. Fubara is not Rivers State. What we are talking about is the soul of Rivers State and not Nyesom Wike. They are not Rivers State. The fact that Fubara is governor today doesn't mean that Fubara is Rivers State, he said. Nwala also stated that even if Governor Fubara personally gets involved, it will not solve the damage already caused. If Fubara comes, it's not going to clear it away. That's our sad reality. So we are not fighting for Fubara at all. We are only fighting for the soul of Rivers State, he added. He further alleged that Fubara already has an agreement with Wike to carry out certain decisions, but insisted that what is happening is wrong and should not be allowed to stand. The people of Rivers State has a lot of work in their hands to do, and they have a long way to go. The problem that is bedeviling the state is not supposed to be, a two people problem. That's the two persons problem, and that is what this legal man is trying to say, Mr. Chatham Nwala, knowing fully well that they may be two elephants, but it's the grass that will be suffering. If the two continue to fight, they are not the one that will bear the brunt. It is the grass that will suffer. So what do we do? As far as Mr. Nwala is concerned, they are supposed to take their destiny in their hand, their mouth in their hand in their mouth, and move forward to make sure that they take Rivers State back, even from hijackers, and give it back to the rightful owner, which is the people. But then they also cried and made a clarification that if you think the fight is for Fubara, meaning that Fubara should come to power as the governor and as it is now, if he's returned, democracy will return, they are making mistake, because a tenure of Fubara will end. And while his tenure ends, then the life continues with River State people, who will now deliver them from the hand of the so-called or another tyrant that may want to come in, that may be even more deadlier than the ones or more tougher than the ones they are facing now. And that is why they need to fight their battle by themselves. Since democracy is for the people, let the people fight for their democracy. It is by the people. Some people are the one disturbing the democracy. The people can rise and use the power of the people. That's the power of the state to take over even their state from them. And it's for the people, for themselves, for posterity, for the peace and prosperity of their children and their future. This is very, very important. And they need to take this bull by the horn and not allow the wicked ones, the enemy of their state, to continue to have a free day and continue to exert their own free will on them. As far as the crisis in Rivers State is concerned, Nwala is not even looking at the side of Fubara as he being a messiah. He has seen the situation that Fubara himself couldn't help the situation. That is why he could go into an agreement with the other faction, agreement that is not even good for himself. How can he, for example, purportedly now allow them to take over the local government? That does not hold any water anywhere. It doesn't even make any sense, political sense, even administrative sense. Where will you get people to support you? How do you get across to the grassroots? Where is the power of the state in your hand? How will you wield it? You will now become an effigy, just an ordinary statue, a dog that cannot bite. You'll be like a dog that cannot bark, or a horse that cannot run. You're just there in the book looking. And it's very, very important. I think probably these are some of the things Mr. Nwala has seen and then decided to just make it clear that even if Fubara comes, he's not going to clear the problem. That's the sad reality of Rivers people, because it seems as if the likes of Wike are too strong for him, or the number of oppositions he has are overwhelming, and he's the only one. Unfortunately, the elders of Rivers State and some other people, maybe they are weak, maybe they just decide to keep quiet because Fubara says so, or maybe it is what they want to eat that has not made them to be, to speak out and do some things. Nobody could say, but it seems as if they are not forthcoming. Even the youth too, it's unfortunate that the power of the youth, nobody to control it. And that was what even resulted into the emergency route. They were unable to harness their strength properly and judiciously use it, in a proper direction to win the war, even for the governor they like. Unfortunately, as they are trying to fight for him, they even threw him completely out of the government house. These are some of the factors and the problem that are on ground that requires an holistic approach that the whole people of Rivers State will need to sit down and tackle one after the other. But they rely on Fubara to solve the problem. In fact, the reality of the day has shown that Fubara has no solution in his hand, especially Wike invoking the federal might against him. Who knows what the president has told Fubara, and the young man decided to lay low and play it cool, believing that, well, since the power of emergency rule is in the hand of the federal government and they have succeeded in wielding it, if he still wants to return to power, he needs to dance to the tune that is being played from the federal level, because of course he doesn't have what it takes to face the federal, not even in the government of President Tinubu, who is a war horse when it comes to democratic principles and also administration. We know his antecedent. And for Fubara to listen to voice of reasoning, I think is worth it. But then the people of Rivers State need to wake up from their slumber. And I think that is what Mr. Nwala is trying to say. And the clarion call he is making, according to him, that they should understand that the major issue here, many people are wrongly thinking that the ongoing crisis is centered around Governor Fubara and his political rival, former Governor Wike, and who is currently the FCT minister. He stressed that neither of them represent the whole of Rivers State. So it is the Rivers State people that will work upon themselves and remove the cankerworm that is eating them up, and they'll be able to heal as at when due. No matter how long it's going to take them to heal, they should be able to face the music and, do the needful and make sure that the state is brought back even to its feet. Long live Rivers State. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.